welcoming you to Yoga Nidra, the art of conscious relaxation. And today I also have some singing bowls with me that will help support our journey to relaxation and to the inner landscape. So as we get settled in here, I want you to take an especially long time to get all the things you need and get yourself into a comfortable posture. You might be feeling extra restless today. And if that's you, you could maybe stretch through the arms or the fingertips, do a little lap around the room if you need to. Go get that glass of water or that piece of chocolate for right after our session. Did I just give you permission to have chocolate? Yes, I did. So feel free to get all the things you need, and that might include a blanket because our body temperature typically does drop during this practice. So we're finding a way to relax the body so that we can travel inward and explore the inner landscape. And unlike other kinds of meditation, we are actually encouraged to wander within. So rather than fixating on one thing, we're going to be doing a body scan. We're going to be all over the body. And then we're going to be journeying to the inner landscape of the mind and perhaps setting some intentions there so that we can create some strength and structure in the mind. So let's begin by creating a boundary around this time. This time is for your own self-care. Perhaps this practice of Yoga Nidra, Nidra meaning sleep, could help you with better sleep quality, as it does in our research studies show. Perhaps it could help you manage your stress levels. Many of you coming into our class today talking about needing a little bit of peace and calm and quiet. So you're welcome here in our Yoga Nidra space in whatever state of being you're in. Let's begin by taking a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, if that would feel good. A few deep, clearing, cleansing breaths in and out. I'm going to take a few moments longer just to observe from a little bit of a farther away distance my breath, observing my breath, witnessing what it feels like to breathe this next breath in and out. And as I observe the breath, I'm allowing myself to begin to arrive more fully into this moment. Noticing the breath as it travels in, noticing what parts of the body expand, and noticing where you can maybe let go of effort on your exhalations. Breathing with me now, inhaling and letting it all out. And taking a moment to just widen out your awareness to the sounds in the room around you. Noticing the sounds in the room around you. The farthest away sound you can find. airplane flying overhead or a car going by. And then noticing the sounds that are a little bit closer, either in the room or the next room of your home. Stepping one step closer, we're noticing the sounds right around you. Maybe even the sound of your own breath. Being with yourself in this compassionate way today. And then I will invite you to just stay tuned in to the sound of my voice, offering you instructions to remain awake and aware throughout the practice. Our goal is not necessarily to sleep, but to remain awake and aware and drift between that waking and sleeping state. That is that liminal space, so rich and fertile. If for whatever reason you do drift off, trust that on some level you'll be receiving these instructions and that your body really needs the rest. Moving your mind now to the area at the center of the eyebrows, looking into one's own mind space without any strain, gazing at this area at the center of the eyebrows and noticing maybe there's some movement or color or pattern shifting around there. Noticing what is going on in your mind space now. And then I'll invite you to take a moment to scan the phase of life that you're in. Your daily challenges, joys, all of it, and find one thing in your present life that you would like some support for. Just allow something simple to bubble up in your mind space, your consciousness. And we'll allow that to become part of your intention. Setting an intention if one comes easily. So for example, if I'm looking for support with medical issues, health issues, my intention can be as simple as I am healing. If you're feeling isolated, lonely, I am connected. Whatever comes to mind, just let it be there. And again, if nothing comes to mind, that's okay too. Just be with yourself in your mind space. Allowing your potential intention to ring out in this mind space, repeating it inwardly. Very good. We're going to come back to the mind space and the intention at the very end. But for now, let's take a little rotation of consciousness around the body, this body scan. So I will say a body part, and you can just move your mind there And allow your awareness to fully inhabit that particular part of the body, starting with the right thumb. Moving your mind to your right thumb, right second finger, third finger, fourth and fifth fingers on the right hand, the back of the right hand, and the center of the right palm. Then you fill up the entire right hand with your awareness and allow this part of the body to do nothing, simply rest. Looking within the right wrist, the right forearm, right elbow, right upper arm, and the right shoulder. With your mind, your awareness, filling the entire right arm from the shoulder all the way down to the fingertips. Allowing the right arm to do nothing, simply rest. Very good. Move the mind now over to the left thumb. Inhabiting the left thumb with your awareness. The second finger on the left hand. Third finger. Fourth and fifth fingers on the left hand. Back of the left hand. And center of the left palm. Filling the entire left hand with your awareness and allowing that hand to do nothing but rest. Looking within the left wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, and the left shoulder. Filling the entire left arm with your awareness from the shoulder all the way down to the fingertips. The entire left arm is doing nothing but resting. Allowing both arms to release effort and just be. And now I'll invite you to move your mind down to your toes. All 10 toes, starting with the big toes on both feet and fanning outward, toe by toe, to the pinky toes. Moving the mind to the sole of the foot, the tops of both feet, and the heels on both feet. Filling both feet with your awareness, completely inhabiting your feet and allowing this part of the body to do nothing. Letting go of effort in the feet. Looking within both ankles. both shins and calves, both knees, both thighs, and both hips, and buttocks. And allowing now the entire right leg to relax from hip all the way down to the toes. The entire right leg is doing nothing, just relaxing, resting. Moving the mind over to the left leg, filling up the entire left leg with your awareness from the hip all the way down to the toes. The entire left leg is doing nothing, just being. Both legs and both arms, releasing effort, resting. Very good. Now let's move the mind to the lower abdomen, letting the lower and the upper abdomen move naturally with the breath. Allow the belly to be soft as the breath moves in and out, expanding and letting go. Filling up the whole lower and upper abdomen with your awareness. Letting this part of the body soften, release. As we drop the awareness down to the tailbone, moving the awareness now up the back, up the spine with the low back, the middle of the back, shoulder blades, upper back, the entire spine and back have been painted with your awareness and can therefore do nothing but be, simply be. Noticing with your awareness the rib cage, encircling the heart and lungs. Allowing the mind to wander a little deeper into that chest space, that heart center. And letting this space just be what it is. Filling the entire torso, front, sides, and back with your awareness. As we move our awareness now to the throat, softening, the sides of the neck, lower jaw, upper jaw, and both lips, allowing the tongue to rest on the bed of the mouth. Traveling to the tip of the nose and both nostrils, up to the bridge of the nose and both eyebrows, the forehead, temples, and cheekbones. All of the muscles surrounding the eyes, and the eyeballs themselves resting within the eye sockets, allowing all of the muscles in the face to drain of any expression, smoothing out. All of the skin on the scalp to the base of the skull, both ears, and everything between both ears, allowing the entire head, face, neck to simply be. Filling up the entire body, from head to fingertip to toe, with your awareness, and allowing the body to completely relax now as we move our attention back to the mind space, that area behind the center of the eyebrows, sometimes referred to as Chittakash, meaning mind space. So we're gazing into this mind space as if we were looking at a movie screen, sitting back in our comfortable, relaxed state and just observing what's there on your own mental mind screen. Perhaps in your mind space, you would like to use the creativity of your imagination or your mind to picture your favorite place in the world, or one of your favorite places in the world. And if it's difficult to see this space, you can allow the other senses to step up. What does this beautiful place smell like? How does it feel in my body to be there? Allowing yourself this time to occupy this place that you're visiting in your mind as fully as you can. What can you hear in this space? Is there another person there with you? And what is the feeling of being there? What is it that you can take away with you from this space into your waking life? Yourself enjoy creating this scene as fully as you can in your mind's eye, and taking the feeling of being there with you. As we once again return to that area at the center of the eyebrows, noticing any colors, movement, pattern, or nothing at all. And into this fertile ground, the fertile bed of the mind, once more plant our seeds of intention. I am healing. I am connected. I am loved. And allow those intentions to reverberate out into the rest of this month. As we begin to very gently travel back from our Yoga Nidra practice into our bodies, into the room around us, we can take an easy breath in, maybe even sigh it out the mouth, coming back from our Yoga Nidra space into this moment we are sharing as a wellness community. You might begin to wiggle your fingers or toes. Bring some very small, gentle movements into your body, like licking the lips or swallowing. Stretching through the fingers and toes, and perhaps taking a moment longer to marinate in this moment that we're sharing by giving yourself a hug. If you're lying down, you could roll to one side and give yourself a hug. If you're seated, you can give yourself a hug. And coming up into a seated posture or a more aware posture, you might begin to blink the eyes open and come back into the room around you and just notice what this practice has accomplished for you, if anything. Just noticing your state of being. And I will close our Yoga Nidra session with a little bit of sound, bringing my hands to heart center and sending 1 Om and 3 Shantis out to you, my friends. Shanti means peace. Breathing in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And thanking you so much for your practice today, friends. Namaste. Take good care until we meet again.